I am the world's most famous sugar baby, and I have an expanding nipple problem. My nipples are two totally different sizes. I was raised in New York City. I started doing ballet in high school. Dance became a major part of my life. So much so that I started starring in music videos all over the world. When I was 17, I moved to Berlin, where I met my first sugar daddy. A sugar daddy is a man who agrees to enter a relationship with a woman of which he agrees to help her out financially. He was very rich. He was very romantic. He took me to Santorini, Ibiza, Mallorca. He bought me a Maserati, and he also bought me my first pair of boobs. After my first set of breasts, I just felt like I could take over the world because they generated so much attention. I went from a large full C to a very full D. About a year later, I discussed with my same German sugar daddy that I wanted to go bigger, and he supported it. And that finally put me at a double D. I'm 38 now, and I've had 5 really amazing sugar daddies who have financed my careers, my business. I've had relationships where they spent $35,000 on me without even being intimate. Sex is not a major part of sugaring. The money is. I'm not shy with my boobs. I'm not going to wear a turtleneck. If you buy a Ferrari, you take it out for a spin. So I have no problem taking my boobs out for a spin. I'm sorry, I just play with them sometimes. Once I left my German sugar daddy, I decided that I wanted to go bigger, which took me up to 650 cc's. About a year ago, I finally got all the way up to 1600 cc's, but I had so many complications. The Gore-Tex sutures were not taking in my body. I developed a breast infection. After a few months, I developed a lot of scarring, and my areola literally expanded twice its size. I'm very, very concerned because it's my dream to go up to 2,000 cc's. I would love to hear from Dr. Nassif and Dr. Dubrow that they can easily fix the size of the areola without having to go smaller. I could never go smaller because then I wouldn't be able to booby twerk.
So we'll go ahead and take a seat right here.
Thank you.
And we'll have you over here in the...
Ron is a very good friend of mine. He's like a brother to me, and he's always focused on what's best for me, which is what I love about him. I'm writing my book, The Sugar Bible. It's helping all younger sugar babies, some insight on how to be professional and successful in the sugar bowl. The Sugar Bowl is a community of people involved in sugaring, whether it be a sugar daddy, a sugar mama, or a sugar baby. And I'm gonna start the Sugar Baby Academy.
Is that like an actual building where people go and you get a certificate?
Yes.
Okay.
I consider myself a sugar queen because I've reached a level of success. And I feel like as a sugar queen, I want to shine a light on feminism, to be able to stand up for themselves, know their worth, and add tax.
What type of classes are you going to be teaching there?
How to pursue their independent goals, and also how to connect themselves with relationships that are fruitful. I don't want any woman out there with heartbreak left with nothing but children and regrets. I mean, if you're going to cry, cry in a Maserati. I just upgraded my boobs, and I had some issues with the healing process. But still, I want to go bigger.
You're already having issues. I mean, why would you want to complicate things more than what they already are?
Bigger is better. I'm sorry. The bigger I get, the bigger the response on my social media. It just explodes. People love big boobs, and the bigger they are, the more you get attention.
Well, cheers to your goals.
Hopefully I'll go bigger.
So we have a patient who has a very typical problem that is very hard to treat. We've got very large breast implants and very, very dilated areolas. Look at this tattoo. What does that say? Inspect this. If you were to put inspect this on your body as a tattoo, where would you put it? Oh, okay. Right there in the pubic area. The area I think he's referring to, it should say inspect this with a microscope. Let's go ahead and bring Nina in and see if we can help her.
Can you please send in Nina?
Hi.
Nice to meet you, Nina.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Nina.
Hello.
Terry Dubrow.
How you doing,
Nice to
doctor?
meet you.
What's your name?
Ron Myers.
Ron.
I am afraid that my nipples will not go back to what they looked like before, but I'm used to going after the best, and that's why I'm seeking out Dr. Dubrow and Dr. Nassif's advice.
What do you guys do?
I'm a professional sugar baby.
What does that mean?
What's a sugar baby? I know what a sugar mama is.
A sugar baby is a young lady that is dating older men who provide for her.
So then you guys...
No.
No.
what is your relationship?
He's my guardian angel.
So I'm here as a personal friend
Okay.
who really know this wonderful person.
So a sugar baby then, what are we talking about financially?
A monthly allowance, like, you give your child a monthly allowance, so you give your sugar baby a monthly allowance.
Can you tell me like an average allowance that someone makes?
Well, there's different levels. I mean, an average sugar baby can get her cell phone bill or something paid. And then you have the elite sugar babies, which get maybe $6,000 a month. And then you have sugar queens like me that go higher.
Really?
And what do you, so is that like an apartment?
A house, a home.
You're sort of his girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and all
the
they-
only aspect that classifies it as a sugar relationship is the age difference.
You ever thought about doing this?
I don't really have to.
Are you single?
Maybe when I'm 75, if I'm still single, then I might consider becoming a sugar daddy, maybe at that age.
The big sugar daddies, we call them big daddies, and they usually go after like girls from my Bubanati.
Bubanati.
Yeah, I'm the captain of the Bubanati.
What is that?
A big boob army.
Oh,
big boob
like
mafia.
Illuminati, they
Yeah,
talk
the
about.
Bubanati.
Yeah.
You
The
heard the
Bubanati.
Illuminati? I'm a breast surgeon, and let's be honest, I look like the Pope. If anyone knows about the Bubanati, it's me. You've had some cosmetic surgery.
Yeah,
Has any of
absolutely.
that been provided by a sugar daddy?
Yes, all of it.
All of it.
All of it. My boobs, I have had them done 4 times.
Your first surgery was a regular breast augmentation? Mm-hmm. And how many cc's was that?
300.
What size did you go up to in the second one?
500 cc's.
No problems with that one.
No, for 13 years they were fabulous.
Third
and then
one?
they went to 1500 cc's.
1,500.
Yeah,
That's
I
big.
tripled my size in one operation.
Wow.
And then I went back and I got 1600 cc's because I wanted to change the implant.
And to keep the areola from expanding,
Yes.
you put a Gore-Tex in there. And you spit that out, and that's what led to the irregular expansion of the left areola. Gore-Tex suture material you use inside of breast surgery to prevent areas from spreading. If it fails, the areola with a large implant behind it can be very, very stretched out and can lead to a very significant cosmetic problem. So what are your issues with your breasts now?
I just want to make sure that it's okay, like it's healing okay, because the areola is so large now. And then
Okay.
it has like some dark
Right.
marks around it. I'm not sure if it's keloid or if it's something I need to be concerned about.
You have no goals of going larger with your breast
I
implants?
was just saying that I want to, but everybody's telling me not to.
Why don't we go ahead and examine you, see what you might consider doing, okay?
Great, let's
Okay.
do it.
I'll leave you guys.
I'm really, really worried about what happened to my nipples, and I'm concerned that it could prevent me from going bigger, and I really, really want to go bigger.
Let's see what's going on. They're surprisingly soft for 1,600 cc's. Do me a favor, put your hands on your hips and push. Okay, so they're under the muscle, that's where they should be, that's good. So this Gore-Tex, that stayed in place and is very stable. This one you spit out. What happens is, when you spit out Gore-Tex, it allows the underlying implant to stretch out the areola and the scar. Let me tell you what the solution is to
Come
that.
on, I know you can.
Make an incision, cut out all of this scar tissue, and put another piece of Gore-Tex back in. The problem is everything is stretched out. So in order to get it back down to this size, you'd have to make it very, very tight. And the tighter it is, the greater the risk that it'll fail again.
Oh boy.
And by the way, the chance you'll spit it out now is probably triple what it was.
Oh, wow.
The best way is to take both implants out, downsize them pretty much.
I'm trying to remain calm. Hearing what the doctors had to say today is a little disappointing. At this point, I just have to accept my body doesn't like Gore-Tex, and I don't like going smaller. So, looks like I'll be stuck with these sugar babies a little bit longer. Thanks.
Pleasure.